demonstrators say they aim to shut down the entire campus, while EFF student command leaders say the police contingent at the institution is unnecessary. Workers on TUT campuses in Pretoria West and Ga-Rankuwa north of Pretoria have been asked not to report for work. This follows new protests that have seen students barricade the entrances to the campuses with burning tyres. The university spokesperson Villa Direita says workers have been advised to stay at home until they're advised otherwise. Yesterday, the management announced that the institution would be up and running this morning. Police are monitoring that situation. Well, let's get an update on that situation now in Pretoria. Our reporter Sipho Steerman is there. Sipho, a very good afternoon to you once again. We saw chaotic scenes earlier when we crossed you. What's the situation like now?
Good afternoon to you and our viewers at home. Well, the situation has slightly calmed down, but I must tell you what started out as a seemingly peaceful protest at the Pretoria West campus of the Tshwane University of Technology turned into total chaos when the students marched into the CBD streets. And what they have done that is that they started walking into these private colleges and just disturbing classes there and just calling all the other students out and banning tires into the streets, and that irritated the police. And that's when we started seeing a lot of rubber bullets being fired and students running all over the streets in Pretoria. And I can tell you a few calories have been lost by everyone here today. It's been a chaos. But with me, I've got the president of the EFF student command, Mpomorolane. Just talk to us about what has happened today. Now, how does this help your cause as student if you are now banning tires onto the streets and now you are being shot by police?
Look, the narrative that seeks to say that students are violent, students are banning tires, it is entirely incorrect. I mean, it is the police who started shooting at students. They provoked students, and that's why students behaved in the manner in which they behaved. And look, we are resolute. We want a free quality education, and we are also prepared, I mean, to bring the capital city into a standstill, because it's a just and a noble cause, and we are not going to back down. We said that we are going to shut down all institutions of higher learning in the city. We're successful in that regard, and we're going to continue to do that.
Then why go around the city and drag TVET colleges and private colleges that actually had classes going on? Why they drag them into this?
Look, in fact, TVET college students and private colleges, they want to be part of this because also they are affected by the struggle of free quality education, and they should benefit from the struggle of free quality education. Therefore, this is not only about students, by the way. This is it should be a collective approach of the society. That's why we are inviting civil society, we are inviting labor, we are inviting churches to say that it can no longer be a struggle of students registered in institutions of higher learning. It's a community struggle, and therefore everyone must come out and fight together with the struggle for the implementation of free quality education.
All right, now talk to us about what's happening next, because a number of students have been arrested by police following the chaos that happened here. So are you still going ahead? Are you still pushing forward? There were also plans earlier that you were going to join students at the University of Pretoria. Is that still going ahead?
Look, of course there will be casualties in a revolution, and we're doing this knowing very well that there will be consequences. In some instances there will even be consequences of death, because we've seen a police person, taking out a live ammunition, and we're prepared. We're not going to back down because 5 or 10 students are arrested. We're well aware the number it is sitting at 10 students currently, but we're not going to back down. We're going to remain on the ground, and we're going to push that our plans for today they become a reality.
And just very briefly now, are you not scared that perhaps you're going to lose public sympathy? Because we did see those scenes where some of the students were throwing stones at the police, and obviously the banning of the dustbins and tires. Are you not scared that perhaps now with this kind of violent scenes you're going to lose the public sympathy that the Fees Must Fall movement initially had?
Look, it is true that in media houses you are to blame as well, because you are painting a bad picture about students, saying that the struggle is being led
we are reporting what we are seeing on the felt?
Collectively, I'm not speaking about SABC alone. I'm speaking about ETV, radio stations, and so on and so forth. That the picture that you are painting, it is incorrect. I mean, earlier on you said that it is the students who provoke cops, and it's the other way round. It is the police who provoked students, and we're not afraid that we're going to lose public sympathy, because on the ground, when we engage with professors, churches, pastors, civil servants, they are with us as students. They are supporting us.
All right, well, there you go. The students mentioning that they are not backing down, and that whether they lose public sympathy or not, they will stay true to their call for fees to fall entirely. So we will continue to monitor events in Pretoria as they develop, and I can tell you that it's going to be a long day, because the students are still running around the streets, and the police are monitoring all the streets and ready to shoot any student that is forming any sort of group and gatherings, and that is the situation right now.
Sipho, thank you very much. Sipho Steerman live from the Pretoria CBD monitoring that protest action there.